Hello and welcome to the Talking Crass voiceover special of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Or is it?
They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. Crass. 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 They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah. They're talking crass, yeah.
First and foremost, welcome to the podcast, people. This is episode 33, Star Wars Attack of the Clones.
Is it episode 33, John?
Yeah, it's episode 33, beat.
Okay.
We've got an apology. It isn't the episode you were expecting, but there's good reason for that. We pride ourselves on producing quality content, beat, don't we?
The greatest.
And obviously we've been in the podcast game for a few months now,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling this episode, beat.
Right.
And me and you were deliberating for a while. Should we just upload it? Should we just get it out there?
It's basically just us talking boring shit
I think
because the film just knocked it out of us.
we watched it late.
Yes.
Late at night.
After work.
I'd been at uni work all day, and I had a couple of margaritas, and I was knocked out. We weren't our usual bubbly selves. I don't know. Anything else you want to add to that, beat?
We also forgot where Phantom Menace was. So we actually watched episode 2.
We had that awful experience of when you guys have been there. We know you have. You open up a DVD, you can't wait to watch. The DVD's not there.
I'm looking for the disc cover, which has got Darth Maul's eyes on.
You know when we lost a beat?
When?
Before I went to see The Last Jedi, we watched the 6 Star Warses.
Where did we put it in? An Xbox 360 or
I
something?
don't know. Somewhere in my room, lost, gone, forever. Anyway, we tried to make light of it. We put Attack of the Clones.
We probably frisbeed into the field
No,
parallel
it's
to
not
our
bad.
house.
I don't think The Phantom Menace is a bad film. I know you hate it, don't you? Beat's
Silence is a
Beat's gone out his
powerful
mind.
option.
Do you actually like Star Wars, Beat?
I like.
Because you just do nothing but batter it.
Yes, I do like Star Wars. Some of it.
Okay. So anyway, now the episode's going to take kind of usual format. We're going to go into not necessarily top 5,
Mm-hmm.
then true or false trivia.
Yes.
Then I'm going to try and splice in the kind of funny parts that we record, like what we did the 50 Shades of Grey episode.
Kinda.
Most of it's boring, but we'll try and put it in. If we make you laugh, we've succeeded. Then we'll finish off with some fan questions, Beat. Are you liking it?
I love it.
Let's rock on.
I want some more of it.
So, Beat, in true Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones style, we're going to do not necessarily top 5 wigs that are easy to spot in film.
This is in order to Ewan McGregor's awful haircut in the aforementioned film,
Is it a wig, Beat?
which I think is actually real
We have
hair.
this conversation, Beat thinks it's real hair. I'm like, not a chance. The thing's a lion's mane.
Now, what it actually is just a Chewbacca mask with the face sawed out.
It looks like Chewbacca hair.
Chewie!
I don't get it, Beat. Should we dive straight into it? Sorry,
Let's judge right into it, mate. Let's go.
we're not editing this either. It's going straight out.
Straight up.
Be my first one. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Alright. It's not much of a wig because they can cover half of it with like a bandage because they get away with that one,
He's
didn't they?
got the stuff on. What's the rock star that was based on again? I can't remember.
What, won the guitarist for the Rolling Stones?
Yeah. Keith Moon?
Keith Richard,
No,
you're
Keith
exact.
Moon, the drummer.
I don't know.
Oh God.
Who's
I'm
Keith
sounding
Richard?
stupid again.
Keith Richard?
It's Keith Richards, isn't it?
Wait, isn't Keith Richards the guy? Oh, that's Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richards, bloody.
A paedophile?
Every 80-year-old in the country likes his singing, so I wouldn't really say
paedophile?
that. He
An acquitted paedophile. Okay, I mean, this might be just. This is blurb, people.
I didn't want to edit this.
You don't have to edit it. It's going in.
You've just called Cliff Richards a paedophile?
Right, if Cliff Richard's a paedophile, I'm sorry.
Right, okay.
You know?
We don't know. We need to
We
read
don't
about
know.
it.
Take that with a grain of salt.
Next one, please.
If I knew one of his songs, I'd work in a joke there, but I don't know any of them.
Fucking hell.
Next one, first one for me. I've taken a bit of liberty here. Meryl Streep in Iron Lady.
What?
A common
Have you
term.
seen it?
A common term for conservatives is, of course, wig.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Yes. Fair enough.
Or was that Labour?
I don't know.
No, Tories.
Pete, how many times are you just going to put information in this podcast that you don't have a clue whether you're right or wrong?
I think they're called wigs. Get the joke.
Okay.
Move on.
Blanca, Street Fighter, the film.
What?
You know the green guy?
Blanca's in that, is he?
Yeah. You know the green
What
guy?
does he look like? Does he look terrible?
He looks like a normal guy with an orange wig painted green.
Wow, I need to Google that.
Check it out.
I don't think it lives up to what it is in the
It's
game.
awful.
Does it look anything like the game?
No. It's
Oh,
just a
no.
normal dude painted green in a wig.
Next one for me. Michael Sheen in Twilight /
Oh, it's Michael Sheen, isn't it?
It's Michael Sheen. He's Welsh.
Is
Isn't
it
he?
Sheen?
Frost vs Nixon.
I know exactly who you mean.
He's also in
Clough.
Underworld.
He did Clough as well.
Yeah, he's in Underworld as well.
That's
He's
a
he's
great
pulled a
shout.
couple of Bill Nyes out.
That's a great shout. What an awful wig.
In Twilight, he's got like the stupidest,
Like,
longest
long-
hair
long,
ever I've ever
straight.
seen. Bright
How
pale
do
skin.
vampires get straight hair like that?
How does the hair grow? Because I thought they were undead.
That's a good point.
Wouldn't it just remain in its current state?
How does Superman shave his beard?
He uses lasers in his eyes,
Of course.
reflects it out of a mirror.
Of course he does. That was quite a tangent. Go on.
Thank you.
My third one, beat. Legolas, Lord of the Rings.
Looks quite close to Michael Sheen, but this one works.
Also, Agent Smith, Lord of the Rings.
Yes, no, that's a Michael Sheen. It just does
awful,
not
isn't
work,
it?
does it? Just give
It's
him
awful.
like a really male pattern baldness, what he's got in real life, and just move on.
It was long hair, but it was like receding long hair.
Shocking,
wasn't it?
shocking.
Pull it
How do
back.
elves have receding hairlines? I thought they were immortal.
Well, he must be like 2,000 years old.
What's his name? Hugo Weaving.
Yes.
Boom.
Good shout. I
Best
like it.
best role, John. V. Don't question it.
V for Vendetta.
Aye.
He played V, didn't he?
He played V.
There's a little bit
Incredible.
of trivia for you. Hugo Weaving, Agent Smith,
Not what you
the
expect.
elf out of Lord of the Rings, played V out of V for Vendetta. Bloody love that film.
Great
I would
film.
love to do it as well.
Probably his best role.
Natalie Portman also in it.
Or the one where he's in Australia. It was like an Australian mini kind of really cheap, shitty film where this guy. It's called Mule.
Mhm.
This guy's got to transport drugs, and he gets taken by the police into a motel because they find he's got drugs,
Right.
but he needs to shit them out. So the whole thing is he's holding in this 12-day shit before because legally he's got like 14 days before they have to release him
Also, he needs to keep his shit in for 12
for
days.
12 or 14 days.
How does
aye.
he do it?
Find out. Watch the movie.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
I like a bit. I'll watch it. Any more beat for any more? I'll go straight into True or
we're
False
going
Trivia.
Barry Pepper.
Barry Pepper.
Do you know who Barry Pepper is?
I do not know who Barry Pepper is.
No, right. Wait, there's a paedophile joke there somewhere. Brian Peppers. There we go. I'm sorry. Barry Pepper.
I'm just hands on head here.
Barry
Okay,
Pepper
go.
is the sniper out of World War II's epic, Spielberg's epic, Saving Private Ryan.
Right.
Watch out, boys! This fella's got talent.
Oh, I get him, like the Southern cowboy type.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a wig?
Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth.
Sorry, I was just referencing the most famous film he's out
I was
of.
like, he's not wearing a wig and saying
Battlefield Earth. Have you seen Battlefield Earth?
Don't think I have.
It's not only got him in, it's got Forrest Whitaker
Right.
in a wig,
Yeah.
and John Travolta as well. And they're wearing platforms, and they fire guns whilst wearing nose pegs.
Why firing guns whilst wearing nose pegs?
Daft.
Is
But-
there any reason to it or not?
Yeah, I found it funny because his name's Barry Pepper.
Barry Pepper.
I could be completely wrong as well.
Oh, Christ. And that's not necessarily top 5, people.
Boom.
Moving on. True or false trivia.
Hit his word, John.
Segment number 2, B.
I like it.
Your favourite.
Mm.
First bit of trivia, B. See if you can do the clean sweep this week. When Anakin is slaughtering the Tusken Raiders, Qui-Gon Jinn's voice can
True.
be heard in the background. This is no accident. According to Star Wars canon, Qui-Gon's Force Ghost tried to stop Anakin's rage but failed. You guessed, it's true. It is true. We're watching the film and we didn't realise until the subtitles came on Qui-Gon's voice.
No.
Yeah, he tries to. he tries to stop Anakin from slaughtering. And then I was well, how and why is Qui-Gon getting in touch with Anakin? And then I realised in episode 1 he was kind of the guy who brought him into the Jedi Order.
That is true. It's his fault.
Point 2. During rehearsals and filming of Count Dooku's lightsaber battle scenes, a small model of Yoda was used as a reference point for Christopher Lee. The model, however, was slightly altered to have vampire fangs.
False.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck off.
George Lucas took the piss and put, like, because obviously Count Dooku, Christopher Lee,
Yeah.
was Dracula, most famous for.
Hammer Horror, one of his first roles.
They
Maybe.
put vampire fangs on Yoda. I bet they're having a great time.
That's incredible. So
No,
hold on.
I'll rephrase that beat. I bet they were pretending to have a great time, and Christopher Lee couldn't give a shit because they're for the money.
Nah, he pulled the Bill Nye again. Right. So is it teeth on a ball?
It's just a Yoda doll with teeth.
There was a Yoda doll present.
Yeah, on a stick, with flying about.
I need to see that in footage.
Apparently, you put a code in the DVD or the Blu-ray, and it shows you all the behind-the-scenes footage.
You telling me the puppeteered Yoda flipping about?
Well, kind of. It's not going to be perfect. It's just going to be like, how are you going to act? This is one of the things we were talking about in the film. Like, how the hell did they do any of these scenes? Because it's full blue screen
Stupid.
all the way through. You've got to be a hell of an actor.
But
should have won a Hayden Christensen. We hammer him. He should have won a bloody Oscar for it.
next point, John. What's the next one?
Beat. Christopher Lee's cape that he wears with his Sith uniform
Is actually his cape from
is the
his.
same cape he wore in Dracula.
False.
False.
Yes, no chance.
Why?
Too much money.
Fair enough.
The hiding blue screens in. They save money everywhere
It
they
would have
can.
been a bit dusty and tattered as well.
Also, do you think Christopher Lee showed the emotion he would have if he had that cape on that day?
Good point. Beat next one. Running at 142 minutes, this was the longest of the Star Wars films under Star Wars The Last Jedi, which runs at 152 minutes.
False.
That's true.
What?
And by God, it felt like it. Right, it's the longest one out bar The Last Jedi that we've just seen.
Good luck cutting that up.
Nah.
2 hours 15 was talking.
I'm half an hour through, beat. 142 minutes. Jesus Christ. No wonder it lasted that long. Did you have to true or false there? You said false?
I
didn't
said
you?
false, I.
Yeah, it's true. Beat. A lightsaber can cut through nearly everything in the galaxy. The only thing that is impenetrable is Obi-Wan's hair.
False?
True? No, it's false. Of course, it's false. It was a joke about the wigs.
Oh,
didn't get
right,
it, Pete.
okay. Sorry.
You're pretty zoned out, Beat, night.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, John.
Next one. Actors auditioning for the part of Anakin include Ryan Felipe. Do you know who that is?
No idea.
He was in that film with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Cruel Intentions.
Cruel Intentions?
Paul Walker. Colin Hanks. Never heard of him. Christian Bale.
Tom Hanks' son, Colin Hanks.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Heath Ledger.
Heath
Chris
Ledger.
Klein.
Who's Chris Klein?
The dude out of American Pie. The jock. Good looking dude.
Yes.
That's him. And Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm.
In the end, Hayden Christensen got the part, primarily because he and Natalie Portman looked good together.
Oh, wow.
Did they look good together, Beef, yeah? Did they look good together?
No.
True or false?
False.
That's true.
Why would it be false? A 7-minute rant.
I know.
A 7-minute long
Why-
one.
You're losing the plot, Pete. Next one. George
Leonardo
Lucas.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio applied to be Anakin.
Wow.
Well, you would though, because it's a big role. You're gonna get a hell of a
That's
lot.
crazy
of
they
money
would have that star. See,
Christian
he
Bale?
wanted to cast an unknown, didn't he?
for it. Well, would Leonardo DiCaprio not be a little 2002?
Romeo and
30
Juliet,
odd?
Titanic.
It'd still be 30 odd.
See what I mean?
Christian Bale again. 30
Too
odd.
old. No. If they were going to do that though,
I would have loved to see Chris Klein's interview or audition. Sorry. Beat. Next one quickly.
I was in that film where they fucked an apple pie.
George Lucas toyed with the idea of giving Master Yoda a love interest. This would have been the librarian scene as Obi-Wan is looking for the book. It was taken out of the film due to the implausibility of Yoda breaking Jedi code. So originally George Lucas wanted Yoda to have a love interest with a librarian, you see, with the grey hair. You know who you said was out of that horror film?
Oh, Legion.
Yeah.
True.
That's false. Why would he do that?
What? Sorry, I answered wrong.
What do you mean you answered wrong?
I meant to answer
You're an
false.
absolute mare.
There's no way George Lucas would write the Jedi and then write his main character in the Jedi Order to be against them rules. Although Yoda is, to be fair.
Next one, babe.
Aren't Yoda's laying 5 chicks a night out? 100%. He's like,
a Duracell bunny.
integrity matters not.
A Tusken Raider doesn't have a face. True or false?
Jedi code broke more than my back. It is. What's that? What? A Tusken Raider has a face.
A Tusken Raider doesn't have a face. True or false?
I mean, false.
That's false.
What?
Let's try to sling one in.
What does that mean?
That'll get your card.
No, I didn't get off guard because it was 4 words long
This was shot.
in 2 days.
This was shot on exactly the same stages as Moulin Rouge, 2001.
Ewan McGregor doubles.
Also starring Ewan McGregor.
No, true.
That's true.
Yes.
It was shot on the same stage.
That's
That
unbelievable.
says it all,
isn't
doesn't it? Jesus Christ.
Do you know any numbers from Moulin Rouge?
No, but I can do a mean can.
No, I know the best song of Moulin. Not know that proper romantics.
Marmalade.
Oh, well done. You got the joke.
Little Kim. Okay, moving on. Let's never do that again, B. Jar Jar Binks, standing in for Senator Amidala, puts forth the motion that gives Palpatine supreme powers. This means that Jar Jar, the most hated character in Star Wars canon, is indirectly responsible for the fall of the Old Republic and the near annihilation of the Jedi Order. What do you think, Bede? True or false?
What? It's true.
It is true.
Of course, it's true.
The whole Star Wars saga is based on Jar Jar Binks being
So
a dick.
everybody thinks Jar Jar Binks.
Which is true, because why would you put me in that position of power? How do you even get into that position of power?
All Redditors, all forumers, all think he's a dark Sith Lord who used his power to he acted like an idiot, like a jester, and got Palpatine in power.
Me, Sir Jar Jar Binks.
Me, sir, know about mass genocide. I wanna. That's a joke I'm making the podcast. Listen to it, please.
Beat, that wraps up True or False Trivia.
Alright.
So what do we do now?
Could
Break into it?
straight to us laughing at Jar Jar Binks?
Right, so basically, people, we've took what I think's the best bits of what we've recorded in 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Jesus.
The longest Star Wars date, which we didn't realise.
We don't know. We haven't edited it yet. We're gonna edit it now and plumb it in.
I'm gonna edit now.
We're gonna see how long it is, how much we can get out of 2 hours 15.
Well, I was gonna try and beat your record of 8 minutes for 50 Shades of Grey, but I don't think that's gonna be doable.
No, a difficult one.
Right, people. Straight into it. Enjoy.
Bye. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Play
Go.
that shit.
Here we are. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
George Lucas, writer director. Hi, this is George Lucas. Oh no, George Lucas is talking to us. We're off to a good start.
Attack the Clones.
We've tried to put subtitles on because we can't have the volume of the TV too loud.
It's a commentary.
But
It's
we'll-
George Lucas's
We'll
commentary.
put the subtitles of George Lucas's commentary on.
Dun, dun.
There we go. There's his singing.
Star Wars.
Yellow
Fading,
text.
fading into space.
Please don't come up with George Lucas. comedy.
I mean, everyone loves the scroll. Like, that's epic. Straight away, I'm thinking, this is better than the first film.
Of course, because the first one didn't have that. The first one was talking about trade negotiations. This one is boring. There was an unrest in the Galactic Senate.
I remember
Several
the first one beat where you saw the scroll and you're like,
What's happened here?
Senate?
Senate?
Government?
Government?
Politics?
Oh, yeah.
Trade? It's all going down now.
No, I
haven't
love
seen
in
this-
the start of films, characters dying who I don't care. Oh, that's meant to be Queen
Yeah.
Amidala, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, spoilers. Is that the one out of the first one?
I think so. Do you know Natalie Portman gave her a proper bad time?
Really?
Aye. She was proper arsehole to her, I think.
Really? Like,
Aye. No, now don't quote us, right? But I think Natalie Portman was a total bitch to her.
really?
Aye.
He's,
There he is.
He's a legend.
Is that Ian McDermott, is that his name?
Yeah, what a legend.
You will die.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Can I just also make
Bad
a point?
Yoda.
The Samuel Jackson in the hilt of his lightsaber had bad motherfucker.
No
I
way.
swear to God.
Really?
This film drags on, doesn't it, Pete?
You know, starts. You know when you've got to be having an impactful start.
Let's go straight to the politics.
Not the person who died.
Can we address the point now how Jar Jar made it into the Senate, Pete?
You know what I mean? Me saying no about genocide, you know? Like, what's going on there? What is he? A duck-billed platypus and a lizard?
I still don't understand how he made
A duck-billed crocodile?
He's like, how can you... He's the stupidest... He's
I think
portrayed as the stupidest character
As George
ever.
Lucas saying, it's the people you know.
Right, is this where we address how he's now 10 years old?
You've certainly grown.
You certainly are.
Now, does this...
So how old? What was the age gap in the first film?
I don't know, I think he's meant to be like 15 here or something.
No.
Well, she looks exactly the same age.
Would you see he was 12 in the last film?
12?
Yeah.
No,
What would you say? He was like 7.
7, I'd say 7.
So she was 18, he was 7.
Aye.
He's reached maturity, so this is like 5 years later maybe?
How old's he here? 19, 18? I'd say 17 he's meant to be or something.
So does that make her 30?
Probably. It's weird as out now. I'm not editing dings in, so you have to count
Is
here.
this the most boring start of a film you've ever
Right,
seen?
what I've done is to cancel the boredom meter out. While I was searching for Phantom Menace, I found random DVDs in the Blu-ray disc hole. So we'll start off and break one out now. This person's called Sam Wessel. I remember that.
How do you know that?
There's I don't know. Cause she's got a weird potato
Star
face.
Wars card trader?
That's exactly why. So we've got an unopened box of UEFA Presents the Best of European Football Gold Moments 1, featuring Zidane, Cruyff.
What are the odds that we put this on halfway through this film?
Maybe. In a period spanning over 50 years, European football has conjured up some of sport's most iconic images. R2-D2 is a robot, and it scans the floor. I can go into fucking Wilco. There are other chains, and buy like a weird R2-D2 bot that scans my floor in real life. Oh, centipedes. It's on the floor! It just went through the scanner. It's the worst fucking robot I've ever seen.
It actually did go for what?
It just broke the beam.
It's a trap. It's meant to be a trap now.
Wasn't that good, is it? Second DVD, John, is Magnus. Welcome to Magnus Drought. Magnus Drought Training. Oh, sorry, Draft. Drought.
Magnus.
Magnus Draft Training DVD.
How to part
The cider making process.
How to pour a pint of Magnus.
No, how to make the fucking thing.
Okay, fair enough.
How to create the perfect pour every time. So, why have they got Yoda on a floating plate?
Just for ease, isn't it, mate?
I tell you what's happened here.
Like
The actors haven't looked down far enough. So they've matched the eye lines to midsection.
Do you reckon?
Aye. I love how everything in this world is futuristic, but they've got suitcases. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a proper suitcase.
it's not even like
That's Benidorm
that's been bought out of B&M
2012.
20 minutes ago. Dex.
Jesus,
Summit.
what that guy on the left?
This guy's a legend. He looks like one of our dad's friends who sends us
Who?
loads of videos on Facebook.
Oh, Big Trev. What a
Big
legend.
Trev. By the way, there's one of his race, right?
Yeah.
Who has like, you know how, who's the boring guy at the first one? Darth Maul. You know Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's good.
He's boring though, isn't he?
No, he died too early, and I'm glad he got brought back in the animated series.
Which you haven't watched, so you can't give me a comment.
He's meant to be badass in that though.
You know Darth Maul has a double-bladed lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of them who has 4, one in each arm. He's meant to be totally badass, like.
Was he like a tank as well?
A
Or is he
total
fat?
tank, aye. No, he's not fat, he's like a tank.
That's cool. I like that. Right, so what does he do?
He's an old dog who's been around the streets
Right,
too long.
Right, okay, so he knows what's going on.
He's also a very stereotypical New York. You know what I mean? He's like a New York De Leon stereotype. I don't know what's going
He
on.
looks a stereotype.
He does like. I mean,
George Lucas, doesn't he?
sometimes it's easy to convey.
Right, he's one for me. How does Obi-Wan know him so well? Do you think he like literally just comes in here for a coffee on his way to the academy like every day?
Must have.
He's like, what, the usual? Little Americano blue milk in?
A flat blue.
I like it, very
Cheers,
good.
mate. Thank you.
Just a flat blue, please.
By the way, that training, you know, the little hats on, does not make sense at all.
Why?
Because the idea that Luke was trained by Obi-Wan, it was more of just an improvised thing. Like, they improvised it by having a blast shield on the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like a training program.
Yeah.
They've done it in reverse.
Yes, aye.
They've acted in reverse.
That's a good point. They shouldn't be doing it because the only reason that happened was because of that little chance encounter.
Exactly, not because Obi-Wan knew that they all had blast
Jesus
shields and
Christ.
had little training droids.
Like, in the year whatever this is set, what would replace suitcases be? Probably
No clothes at all. You would just hologram clothes.
A vortex where you can just go bang and it just sends you close to your
You would
room.
just hologram clothes on yourself, so you're constantly naked, but they're just light pieces of light. You know what I mean?
What?
Just got a head back on.
R2 behind, just like hologramming the
Jesus
projecting the clothes on.
Christ. At all times. Third DVD, John. It's Pool Paradise.
Oh yes! Shout out at NTTFT pod.
The highly acclaimed pool simulation returns, better than ever, and ready to wipe the bias. What? Wipe the beers with all opponents?
Isn't beers the?
I don't know what pool terms are.
That's the green felt, isn't it?
Okay. Jimmy White.
Jimmy White's pool paradise.
Fucking hell. Coconut Shine, Ski Ball.
Unreal.
There
What
you
a
go.
game. What a solid
Ignition
game.
Entertainment, who knew?
I bet every inch of him is thinking, "Don't pull your lightsaber out and chop that head off. Don't pull your lightsaber
You'd love
out
to,
and chop
wouldn't you?
that
It'd
head
be like
off."
cutting trees. This fucker's relationship.
Right, we still haven't worked out what the age gap is. Can we work
It's
that
not
out?
good. I remember it feeling
Next
not
time on
good.
screen, we're going to do the.
I can
age
remember
gap.
it feeling not good. You know the kid there, by the way?
Mm.
Jason Momoa's brother?
Is it?
No, not at all. I was just trying to
You
get
dickhead.
Because they look like big ticks, but they're just elephants.
Right, okay. Age gap. Now, I want to say she's 21, 22, and I want to say he's 25.
No, wait. What do you mean? In real life?
Looking at that.
Yeah.
In the film.
In the film, it's like 15 and 30.
She's
Oh,
a
it's 100%.
30-year-old.
It is, so it's like 20.
She's 22.
I'll give it some leeway.
She's 22.
No way.
You hated this though, didn't you? How they dubbed, in the original, they dubbed the guy who actually plays Boba Fett had the cool voice.
He's no good to me dead.
For
Like,
this
so,
dude.
he's no good to me dead. It's like that, you know, it's like awful.
Yeah. But you're going to hold the fort for a second while I'm eating the margarita.
Go. I know you're really taking a shit, but it's a great excuse. Right.
Oh, I'll be back in a second.
So, the hair is not wet anymore. We're going to go on to another DVD whilst John's gone. Oh no, I'll keep that one because I want to see that when he's in the room. We're going for sponsored by the Daily Express. Essential 70s Collection, Volume 2. Why is she dressed in SMM gear? You know what I mean?
Black leather.
Black leather? Why is Jedi, and this has definitely got a book written about it, why is he allowed to wear black gear? Like, he's definitely a bad guy.
Are they not allowed to wear dark clothes?
No,
Like?
apparently he was granted some sort of freedom.
Really?
Aye.
He's the one for you. I don't want to wear the white robes you're going to give us. I would like some black ones.
Have you got any red lightsabers? You know what I mean? Practical set?
Like how Dooku.
No.
Are you joking? It's Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeve, Superman.
Sorry, not Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Reeve. Superman.
Hearts out to
Christopher
Christopher
Lee.
Reeve.
Love Duel of Fates, by the way. Great soundtrack.
Dun, dun. And then we
Inspector,
stall.
Inspector Anakin
You
Skywalker.
can't stall the action with him just going to talk to a Jawa in between. You want to climb up, and then we. Oh my god, you can't do that. It breaks all the. I'm ready to kill
Yeah,
people.
I know what you mean. Is this Boo Eyes? Do we get to see Boo Eyes?
This is not Boo Eyes, this is Click Man.
Oh, Boo Eyes!
Boo Eyes' friends. There's Iron Lung. I call him Iron Lung with a green hat.
Do your best impression of Boo Eyes off the first film beat.
Senator, the Jedi that invented the best relationship.
And we've got Poggle the Lesser.
Poggle the last.
Listen to him talk, it's exactly like that.
It's like a lion. That's got to be a wig, that, hasn't it?
It's got to be wig.
It's a wig. It's got to be a wig, that.
It's a mullet. Who thought we'll give him a mullet? 5th DVD, John!
What we got?
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Lockdown. PlayStation 2.
Unreal.
Demo disc.
What a game that is.
Can't remember it.
Must be calling that spaceship LP.
We're on a DVD! Oh no! Oh no. Feminism.
He's going to be, what's a parsec?
I have no idea.
How many miles in a parsec?
I don't know.
Jinx George Lucas forced her to wear that costume with no bra.
See, this is why I think every time I watch anything like this, like, what is this all about?
Do you know he's got Carrie Fisher, like a proper like life doll thing, where you can take the metal bra off.
Fuck off.
Oh, he's got it in his, like, on his desk.
I don't know, like, I mean, I like George Lucas even though he made these films. Count Dooku's like, oh, Christopher Lee's like, oh, just look here, amused, mate.
Christopher, we just want you to look here, like there's
I won't do it.
a load of aliens.
I won't do it unless I've got my bobbin.
He's looking in the wrong direction. He's looking up the crowd.
My favourite. Bill Nye.
He's looking at there's just a blue screen a metre in front of him and he's going, what the fuck?
What's happened here? What happened to me career?
What happened to film? Oh shit.
Can't I just go back to being a vampire? Oh no! Can I do a representation? Can I do a reenactment of that voice and not get wrong for it?
Yeah.
This isn't how it's meant to be. You know what I mean? 100 of his Jedi mates have died around him in a coliseum. He's smiling.
Just loves the battle.
I think these fucking bug creatures made the plans of the Death Star.
Is that what they're hinting at?
No, not hinting at. They did it.
Lower the ship.
Don't let your personal feelings get in the way, but Kiss Fisto was smiling. Isn't that an emotion?
Think this is better than the first one?
Nowhere near.
I think probably.
This is the worst by far.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. So fucking boring.
They fairly chucked Jar Jar in this mind, didn't they?
Fucking hell, did they?
You got the amount of screen time you got in the first film, like you got
Boy,
battered and
oh
just
boy.
chuck him. What do we do? Let's just make him a senator.
And I don't want him back at all. I don't miss him.
Who'd you rather marry, Amidala or Leia?
Leia?
Who'd you rather marry, Plow Koon or Kid Fisto?
Oh. Plow Koon.
Why?
No, Kid Fisto.
Why?
Because Plow Koon has that weird mechanical eyes, and he might have mechanical parts all over his body you didn't know about. Kid Fisto's just slughead, isn't he?
Okay.
Get a lot of use out of them slugheads. Thank God for that.
What a film,
Fucking
people.
hell. Right.
What a film.
Oh, that got made, and that can't be taken away. And we hope that was fun.
We hope you enjoyed that.
We're back.
I think Beat, in my opinion, it's going to be like maybe the last one we do.
Maybe.
Unless people want to do it, because I don't know, I just find it hard.
No, it would be easier, but just under the circumstances.
The
We'd had a
circumstances
bad
really
day.
big, yeah.
Just
And
not the time.
It's Attack the Clones.
But then again, we don't want to let our fans down, so we thought we might as well release something for them.
Yeah, of course, 100%. Especially because we haven't released in a week and a half.
That is
We've
true.
got a shitload going on with uni at the minute and work.
Yeah, sympathise with us, people.
It's a
We
hobby,
need
it's a hobby
it.
for us. But anyway, Beat, what do you think of the film? Quickly.
Shocking. Don't want to watch it again.
Do you not
I'd
like
much
Attack the
rather
Clones?
watch the Phantom Menace. And that's boring as fuck.
I think.
Just know what happens.
I think I prefer the Phantom Menace. Like, did you not like the big
It just goes
fight
to
at the end, Beat?
just goes to show there's a lot of important things that need to happen to make a good film, and how
Did you not
hard
like
it
Did you
is.
not like the big fighting at the end?
No, it's
You got to
terrible.
see Yoda with a lightsaber.
Yeah, but like, if you show me what's incredible in this world, a Bugatti Veyron, right?
Yeah.
Show me 100 of them driving down a motorway 500 times. I'm gonna get pretty fucking bored of one of the most expensive cars in the world. You see what I mean? There's the analogy for you.
Beat here with the ever faithful analogy of any film he ever watches.
What am I here on the
What's
podcast?
it going into, Beat?
I'm on the podcast to do three things: cricket noise jokes,
Criticise every film you don't like.
criticise everything we don't like. Three is accuse people who are not paedophiles of being sexually active
Fucking
with children.
Yeah, don't think Cliff Richard's a paedophile. and
I'm
you
sorry, I got it
called him
wrong.
out. He got it wrong.
During the intermission, I researched it. Cliff It's a stereo.
If you're listening.
It's the stereotypes of the media. It's not me. All right. Blame the sun. Okay. Right, moving on, Cliff. You got me apology.
Right,
Me
sure.
mum loves you.
What's your right beat ratings? What are you putting into?
I give this a Cliff out of 10.
A Cliff out of 10.
There you go.
Right, Bosk. It can't go into shit. It's not. It's got certain bits that I liked.
What bits did you like? What the bit when
The music.
the bit when the female bounty hunter
When
turns into a
Anakin goes-
fucking potato monster?
When Anakin's hunting down the Tusken Raiders.
That's mint.
That's
Best bit that I like.
It's not going in shit. It's right. I'll make the decision. You don't get a choice. Keanu Reeves. It's going Keanu Reeves' performance in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
All right, I'll let you
Okay,
off. I'll let you off
That's
for
what's
it.
going into. Bosk, updated. You know what we're talking about. Absolute legend for creating that.
John, it's absolute shit. Like, how's it made that high?
Because it's Star Wars.
My face, out. It's so good how this is an audio medium.
Oh, Christ. Right, straight to fan questions. We've got Dr. Robinson here. What a legend. Coming on the podcast to do Zulu with us.
D-Rob.
What's your opinion of Lucas's dialogue during Anakin and Padme's intimate and emotional scenes, Pete?
It's like a cupboard talking to a wall. I mean, there you go.
Give us your best Anakin Skywalker sand impression.
It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere. I hate it. There you
I
go.
just... Oh, I don't know, what was he thinking? I can imagine him sitting there with a glass of red wine and just going for like...
I
just-
can
just
imagine him
writing.
saying, can I have another take? George, please. That wasn't right
Apparently,
delivery.
For one scene when, you know, they're in... She's... Where does they go to? Naboo.
Yes.
And they're in that bloody villa. I'm going to call it a villa.
The Naboo Villa.
They're in the Naboo.
Villa Naboo.
They're in the Villa Naboo.
Villa Naboo.
They're in the Villa Naboo.
It's perfect.
And apparently Hayden Christensen hated the dialogue that much. He refused to do it. And then George Lucas like, just ad-lib it. So him and Natalie Portman ad-libbed it. Some of it. So maybe that's why it's so
Oh,
bad.
no.
But imagine what
Hayden.
George Lucas's stuff was like.
Oh my god.
I don't know. We've got another one from Michael actually, which I didn't realise was roll back. I'm going to roll back some of the comments.
Roll
here.
doll it, mate.
This is from the original, when we said we were going to do the first film.
Is
When
that
Darth-
Face Off on Phantom Menace?
No fears of
The Face Off Menace?
When Darth Maul says to Palp, finally we have our revenge. Revenge for what?
Next question.
Next question, please.
The Sith having to be like in the background, ruining Ray Parker's career. Whatever you call him.
Ray Parker. Was he only in one film?
No, he became Toad in X-Men.
On a side note as well, we ran a poll, by the way,
Yes.
and had 3 options. Everyone was kicking off. Like, I think, as mentioned, Yox said something about there should be like a middle ground option because it's got some good bits. This is when we talk about the Phantom Menace, by the way. Before we decided last night, we didn't have it.
Right.
So we talk about the Phantom Menace this time, Peter.
Okay.
The options were: is it a great film? Is it an awful film? And me, Sir Jar Jar Binks.
Right.
Got 37 votes, by the way.
Incredible.
Which is incredible. And it finished 22% for great film, 27% for me, Sir Jar Jar Binks, 51% awful film.
Right.
So that was the Phantom Menace. What do you think this one's like?
Fantastic. Do you get it?
Yeah.
PH.
Nick chimed in as well. Top lad. I think we'll actually induct him into the halls of Crass Halibut.
We'll go for that.
Nick, you're in. At Just Another Game Blog, check him out. Nick says it's the weakest of the 3 prequels, mainly because of the lack of perfect Obi-Wan quotes and memes.
Absolutely.
I think he's talking about the Phantom Menace there, by the way, because that was
He's talking about all. If I can bust out an Obi-Wan meme, what we're looking at?
Think you are the meme king.
Hello there. There you go.
Okay.
Right, that's the last one for us, John. What we're looking at?
At NTFTT Pod,
Right.
fellow members of the Loosely Connected Network.
Love it.
Great podcast, give them a listen, people.
The boys.
Did you know Jake Lloyd went through hell after this movie from school classmates blaming him for ruining Star Wars? It's obviously Phantom Menace again.
Phantom Menace. I mean, it's a terrible. I
It's
know.
horrible, isn't it?
Widely publicised this, John. A lot of money but a lot of hell as well. What would you rather have?
He'd obviously, if he could do his time again, he would not accept.
Has he said
I
that?
wonder how much money he made off the film.
A hell of a lot.
Do you reckon?
No, he's a child actor.
Exactly.
I don't know. They'll probably get him on an altercation.
And you know he hasn't got percentages either.
I hope George Lucas just took him under his wing afterwards and said, it's my fault.
I'm going to constantly give you a stream of money to try and sort you out.
Yes, because that obviously solves all mental illness.
Babe, come on. Come on.
And that is that.
That's another episode wrapped up, people. Hope you enjoyed the little hodgepodge that we've made for you. We're going to be back this weekend doing the shit water, which B can't wait to do. There's two things you love in life, B.
Yep.
Romance and fish.
Hell yeah, I do.
So we'll see what happens.
Let's go.
Give us a follow on Twitter, people. Give us a follow on SoundCloud as well. Our stuff's on there. It's great to jump on and leave comments when you've listened to the stuff. And also, leave us that sweet 5-star review on iTunes if you can. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks very much for listening, people. I've been John.
I've been beat.
See you in the next live.